Okay, I don't see Mansi or other. I lost her name. Uh, okay, but I think we can get going. Okay, is it better now? Okay, is my screen visible? Okay, okay. So last week we were learning about the modules, right? So we were importing date or we were importing math library, and that functions or modules in that. Aryana, you can't see. Can everybody other see my screen or no? Aryana think he can't see screen. What, Anushka, are you able to see the screen or not? Pick one of you guys. Yes, yes. Wait, maybe. I'm able to see the screen. That way you put it. I'll wait for someone to confirm they can see my screen. I can see. Okay. Okay. Then good. So as I was saying, okay, last week we were looking at the import functions, right? We looked at math module बघितलं आणि त्याच्यानंतर we looked at math modules हवं असेल तर we looked at this, right? Absolute values or something else, mean max ते बघितलं. आणि लास्ट वीक मध्ये आपण इम्पोर्ट डेट फंक्शन बघितलं आणि डेटचं युजेस काय ते कोणीतरी विचारलं तर देन वी शोड व्हॉट इज द रिअल यूज ऑफ द डेट की डिफरन्स डेट मधला काढू शकता आणि हे अलॉंग विथ दॅट you can format the date, right? When I print this number, let's see if I remember. Let's run this. Function dot test. This is not that model. So you can see upon last week घेतलेले two dates, like February 2nd, okay, February 14 होती आणि March 26. The difference between the two dates is 41 days, right? पण if आपण नुसतंच डेट प्रिंट करत होतो कुठेतरी, okay, I remove that. But if I print just date, I will just print today's date, okay? So if I print this is today's date, right? So if I print this, you guys can see how it prints. Oh, it prints in year, then today's date. I'm not printing today's date. I'm printing actually this date, right? So rather saying that, maybe I should say today's date equal to date time dot date time. काय today's date घेण्यासाठी कुठलं फंक्शन आहे? Then do you guys remember? लक्षात आहे का कोणाच्या? डेट टाइम साठी काय होतं? Now is the function, right? So if I get today's date or to now, so what is current time? I'm assigning to this and I'm gonna print that. So if I do that, you can see it is today's date 2021 09/25, right? So that is what it's going to print. But this is a default format. Hey, I just don't want to print everything. I just want to print something. So that's how you can do. So there are date formats available. So you can, where is my presentation screen? So there are some formats. So there is something called uh, string string format time. So you can put that and put this format. I'm just going to copy this so you can see what that format exactly does to our code or printing part. Where is it? Yeah, here, right? If I say this, previously it was printing this, or let's print it two ways, right? Saying basic format, right? And I don't print anything here. And then मी काय करतोय ते समजतंय का तुम्हा मुलांना की नाही? नसेल कुणाला समजत तर त्यांनी विचारा. So I'm gonna print the basic date format and I'm gonna print what you don't understand, Anushka. Good. Uh, I'm just printing something, right? So you understand at least what we are printing. Oh, when we printed date, it printed like this, right? Today's date. लास्ट वीक अनुष्का तू बोलत होतीस की तुला आपण हे डेट डिफरन्स वगैरे केलं तर यू अंडरस्टूड दॅट, राईट? Then we are just today going one actually step backward. कारण त्या दिवशी आपण डेट प्रिंट केली होती तर डेट दिस इज जस्ट प्रिंटिंग द डेट टुडे अगेन, isn't it? So this is just printing that date. So let me just comment everything or remove everything. It doesn't matter. I will just remove everything so it will be easy. So we got a today's date. We are just printing today's date as it is. And then we are saying, oh, date, you can, this date is not good in a good format, right? It has a lot of string and things. So we want to print different formats. So I'm just first going to show you what it happened with the %b. So let's run it. Maybe that might help you more clear. So see, basic format, it says all this year, month, and day, and even the timing, right? So this time is my time, right? But if you look at when I say format with a B, it's just printing a month. So I don't remember. I mean, basically, these are the lot of different formats. We can try each of them. So I think what it says is you can print all of them in a short versions. So if you want only, as I was showing in our program, we saw, or if I put a B, it just prints month. If I want something else, if I want month in month format like 0 to 12, if I put %m, then it is going to put that. So you can see what it can be done. So a lot of times, like a lot of, yeah, if I'm going to put m, it is going to, you can see what it prints. So first date is just basic date format, second with the %b, and third one is the %m. So it printed 9. What if we don't want time? So that is what it is, right? So this, I think This is not specifying type. So if you don't want to print it, that's where you use this formatting. So that's where I'm taking or explaining that so you can use this formatting to print what you want. I think there must be a short version to print whole date. Okay, string time. Uh, there should be some way. So you can basically do if you just date instead of date this. If you do today, right? So if you do the today part, where are you guys? I don't see your chat. So hmm, where is the? Okay, give me a second. Okay, I'm looking for it. So in this case, if you don't want time, right? So you basically don't use this basic format. Rather, what you do is what you can do here, right? Oops. You can print different strings, right? Like this. With what you say here is you want year, right? So if you look at this year in a full, which is percent y, if you want percent this month in days is a percent. Oh my, where is the month? Percent m. So for uppercase y, percent m, and then percent d. So you can what you can do is this way. Y then and what was that last one? Month is or day is D, right? If you do this, what you see is your basic format, what it comes out. Then you are just with this percent B is this, and what the last format is with these things, right? What we are saying, we are printing a year, month, and date. So you can print whichever way you want it. So that's the idea behind using different format options. This is called string formatting. So you are formatting the date whichever way you want it. Anushka. So if you want a month or year to go at the end, you can do that right now. If you want, oh, I don't want the year to be the first, and instead of that, I want year to be at the end. So you can do whichever way you want to format. And if you want your what do you call it, day to be first, so we can go. Actually, in this case, it is a month first. So let's see. So you want if you want this to be day to be first, you can do this way, right? Day, then month and year. So you have day, month, and then year, right? So if you run this, I'm gonna delete the rest of the formatting so not to confuse you guys. So if I run this, you can see the format is with this, right? Your day, then month, and then year. You can shuffle it whichever way you want it. So that is the idea behind when you want to use this format option. There are multiple formats and you can use lot of formatting. And when it is being used, it's like if you go to some place, right, or any site you go. Let's see, if I go to this side, you can see how they show the dates, right? So here, what they do, they just show the part of a year, right? So that's what they do. Here also they are showing part of year, all these things. If I like this, now here they are showing graphics, but if you look at this place, oh, which country, which place, or say for Kolkata, they are saying, oh, it's Saturday at 19 p.m. So that's what they are saying. So they are just displaying day, time, and AM or PM part. So if you look at this, it must have AM, PM part too. The percent P, if you put it, it is going to put AM or PM. So when your websites or something showing that data, they use that formatting to display the data or date according to what they want to show. कळलंय का मुलांनो कुठे यूज करतात हे? Just learning these things, oh, formatting and here is good, but where it is gonna get used when you do programming, you understand that part? कोणीतरी yes बोलतंय की नाही? अनुष्काच फक्त yes बोलते. I'm not teaching just Anushka. I'm teaching all those other 8 kids too. No one is saying yes. Someone else need to say yes, I understand, or I don't. Okay. I don't want to keep मी परत परत प्रत्येकाला विचारत नाही बसणार आहे. त्यामुळे as soon as you understand or don't understand, just start saying things, okay? So आता काय बघितलं बघत होतो with this whole thing, one part we are learning is formatting, and other part is what we are learning is importing some other modules, right? So somebody wrote this date and we are using the date related functionality, right? So the next thing what we want to do, I guess for today, I have something scheduled, or something means what we are going to do is create our own module. But to go and create our own module, before that we will need to do something else. So let's do some kind of project to, this is one of the small kind of a project or program we will do. What we will do is we will create a quiz with questions. सगळ्यांना क्विज आवडतं. I know if मानसी असती तर तिला कळलं असतं, but everybody likes the quiz, right? We will just create some quiz for somebody to answer, right? So let's do that quiz is let's do the new module, and we are gonna say Python file quiz main. So I'm creating Python file with the quiz main. So okay, let's say I want to. You guys remember our function learn kella hota? Nasil, that's fine. Who remembers we learn about function? Is anybody gonna confirm? Yes, we know what is function. Anushka, you was not there, so okay, it's your answer. I'm not all gonna look at it, but other kids, they know what we did. Aryan, or I think we are missing someone. Who was that other kid? We're missing him too. Uh, yes, I see you guys are very new. So you are not the people, kids who learn something, right? You guys have to go and look at the videos. I guess there was one kid I remember, but this is very different. Harish used to be there, or Maitreya. So Maitreya, I don't remember what we learned as a function. Shlok, what do you mean? Yes, sir. No, Shlok is saying. Okay, you guys will not remember if you don't want to remember. But Shlok, you attended most of the classes in that session. Monday evening session, Tuesday morning classes. तुम्ही मुलं लक्षात ठेवत नसाल तर देन देयर इज नो पॉइंट जस्ट क्लास अटेंड करण्यात काय अर्थ नाहीये. Okay, so let's go with something. So we want to write some. We are gonna write some quiz where we will ask a question and then we will get the answer from the user. So do you know how? Do you guys remember last week upon केलेलं how to get the input from user? I think even Anushka should remember that how to get input from user. So see, what I'm saying is print is to show what you want to show it to user. Like if I print hello, hello, right? If I print this thing, what is this gonna do is what this does. This is just printing what I type, right? Print statement or print command is for printing what you have. So there is another command to get the input because this is we are showing the output. What is, I think, Shlok, now you should at least remember that. What is the function or command to get the input from user? I'm going to wait till someone tells me that. Right. So, okay, good, Shlok. At least you remember that. That's good. So input is to get the input, right? So if I say variable user entered data equal to, if I just say input, I think I'm going to show it for someone like Anushka because she don't know. So you can see this. If I'm gonna debug and show, so that way she will know. So you can see on my console that this print statement is executed because this blue line is shown here. That means cursor or debugging is happening at this point. This statement got executed by computer. So when this statement got executed, this hello is printed. Now user is waiting to get the input. So you can see this. So here is the prompt, right? So I can enter this is my text. Okay. So yeah, I need to run this. Okay. Here is what I should be doing. Okay. So this is my input. If I enter this, then I actually need to show it here. But what I enter goes into this. So you just to be making sure, Anushka, to understand, if I print this, it is going to print what we entered, because whatever we entered is saved into this field, and that is what we are printing. Is that, at least you understand that, Anushka, before I go further? That, don't worry, that why I did not run it. So that ignore that. Do you understand this part? That, oh, we are basically gonna enter something, and that value is gonna get saved into this field, and then we are basically gonna print that using print statement. Do you understand that part? Okay. So let's run this and confirm that part. So I'm gonna run it. So as soon as I run it, this is my text. This is what I'm entering. This input statement is taking this. So if I enter this and say enter, you can see this is what printed by this print statement, right? So what print statement does is prints whatever data you want to print. But input is the way to get the data from user, right? So we are going to basically write a quiz so user can enter its input. Is that clear? Okay, so let's print something like this. We are gonna ask a user a question, or does he want to take quiz or not, right? So right, so we are gonna ask him, quiz. So that's what we are gonna do. If he does yes, then we will ask him the quiz, or if he says no, we will come out of the program. So do you guys remember how the if statement work? I think this is going to be very big learning lesson for Anushka or whoever guys are newly joining. So this you can understand, oh, this is where we are going to get user input, right? And now I'm just going to print that what you got from the user. We are going to print that here. Is that clear right now? Let's So I'm gonna run this, and so now it's what it's asking is, hey, do you want to take a quiz? If I say yes or no, it's whatever it is, right? So if I say yes, so it's gonna print whatever I input here with this line. It is gonna print that, right? So I'm gonna enter this. Do you see this is printed, right? So same way, I'm gonna run that question again, and now this time I'm gonna print no, and it prints no, right? So now that we know what is user inputting. So what I'm gonna do now is, if user says yes, then we are gonna do no. If user says no, Then we are gonna quit the program, right? So here, okay, let's say yes. Then we are gonna say print user want to take quiz, or else, okay, you want to give that uh, shlok, but I actually, rather than you giving, I want to explain it to uh, whom? Anushka. So let's go step by step. So she will know. User do not want to take quiz. So Anushka and the newcomers, whoever are here, do you guys understand what this program is gonna do? Anushka, or whoever is there, can you quickly tell what this program is gonna do? At least at this point, we have to do it long. Not the, yeah, Dheeraj, you are okay. Shlok, I think you don't have to answer, because no, yes is not the answer. Yeah, I need to answer something like what Anushka saying. It says if the situation you have to follow. That's not what I'm asking, Anushka. What I'm asking is what this program will do. Other than Shlok, I think anyone else can answer, because I think I know Shlok was in other classes, so he know if statement. He, when he says he wrote the program, then he understands. So other than Shlok, someone else needs to explain. I'll give you guys a minute. Tell me what this program will do, because most of you guys know if statement. So give me a minute. In a minute, you guys can answer what I'll give you a minute to answer. Okay. So no one answered. None of you guys know what this is gonna do. Are you guys listening? Are you able to hear me? Are you guys okay? So none of you guys understand what this program is, what this is gonna do. Okay. So Dheeraj, Anushka, okay. This seems then we cannot really go if you don't understand what this is gonna do. So whatever we are trying to teach, I'm trying to teach, it's not gonna work. No, whatever you got to understand, Anushka, you can explain, and we whatever you understand, say it, and by way you are explaining, I will understand you understand it or not. But if you guys are not able to understand, then I think we need to start all over again. There is no way. Let me ask you guys a question. So, how many of you have attended my Python classes on Tuesday morning? Whoever attended the Python classes regularly on a Tuesday morning, you say yes here. Okay, only Shlok. Who else attended the classes? I know Prathamesh, you attended classes, but looks like you never pay attention. Even Maitreya, you attended the classes. I know few of you attended the classes, but you don't understand anything. So if that is the case, then maybe you have to ask the question you want to learn. Dheeraj, I understand whoever not attended, it's not their fault. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So whoever not able to attend or not attended, just like Anushka, is fine, right? Because you guys were not attending. So eh, if you are ज्यांनी कोणी अटेंड केले नाहीत क्लासेस त्यांच्यासाठी ठीक आहे की त्यांना माहिती नसणार आहे पण काही मुलांनी क्लासेस अटेंड केले तरी पण त्यांना आन्सर येत नसेल तर त्यांनी क्लासेसमध्ये काही लर्न केलं नाही आणि क्लासेसमध्ये जर समजत नसेल तर इट्स बेटर यू आस्क क्वेश्चन सो आय नो आर्यन वॉज वन ऑफ द किड हु वॉज अटेंडिंग द क्लासेस रेग्युलरली आणि मग तुम्हाला समजत नसेल तर यू शुड आस्क क्वेश्चन लाईक अनुष्का सो अनुष्का व्हॉट डू यू अंडरस्टँड आय थिंक you okay so who was attending the html classes question is clear okay who else no don't raise your hand Shlok I think I want to hear say yes or no who was attending html classes on Saturday evening okay so Shlok you was doing both html and python no so even html classes no one else attending yeah, I see there are right. So they say Aryan never says no. Why you guys are not saying yes or no? Well, you guys don't want to say it. You want someone else to talk for you. I mean, Anushka saying something for Aryan. Aryan, can you not type by yourself? What grade you are in, Aryan? Aryan, question is for you. I know you are on a chat. Okay, so only two kids were attending HTML and only one kid was attending Python. So we looks like need to start all over again. So okay, Shlok and Anushka, what you learned in HTML? Can you just whatever you remember? Can you tell me, and I will type it here. Okay, so that way it is gonna be easy to know who is learning what, right? So tell me, Anushka and Aryan, what you guys learn in HTML? We were coding on a Scratch, but I think Scratch and HTML both you guys were doing together, right? Some session Scratch, some session HTML. So what? Okay. So let's talk about HTML and also Scratch. What you learn in a Scratch and what you learn in HTML. Both you can type out whatever you learn, whatever you remember. Because I think I want to see what we want to do for the next classes. Anushka, start typing. I will not know what you know, or Shlok, because the rest of the kids, I think they are not typing anything. Okay, learning tags. But which tags you learn? Which tags you learn, Anushka? Do you remember? Other kids looks like they don't want to answer anything. You guys need to start taking your notes to remember it. Header, then paragraph, style. Okay. So you learn some of the things, right, in HTML. What you learn in a Scratch? Who? Okay. See. Okay, that's good. To move. Okay, something, right? Okay. 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 So it's and Maitreya Prathamesh never learn anything. Okay. Looks like Harish, Maitreya, Prathamesh, they just attend the class, but they don't learn anything. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Okay. We will be, so you learn this in HTML. You have not learned, I know Shlok might have learned something, but Anushka, what do you know about Python? Okay. Coding language. Okay. So I think we will let me talk to Santosh sir, but looks like only Anushka is here interested in learning. The rest of the guys, I don't understand why you guys don't type anything. You guys don't know how to type? Well, there are almost like 9 kids, and other than Shlok and Anushka, nobody want to type. Okay, so let me type it here. Okay, I see. If it is not, you guys are gonna answer about things. So here, Anushka, I know you guys can see Anushka, her spelling. Okay. You are in a 7th grade, right, Anushka? So the second is the Shlok. I see. But I need to, yeah, and then Shlok. Shlok, what grade you are in? 7th. Okay. And then I see there are other kids. I need their grades, so I will know, and we can. Dheeraj, what is your grade, Dheeraj? Dheeraj, what is your grade? What is your grade or standard? What? Yes is not the answer. No, Dheeraj, तुला मराठी समजतं की इंग्लिश? इंग्लिश समजतं की नाही? 5th ग्रेड धीरज. सो धीरज, तू कधी आन्सर करत नाहीस मराठी, तर मग इंग्लिश कळत नाहीये. सो इंग्लिश कळत नसेल तर तू त्यावेळेला विचार की ओ सर मला नाही समजलं, दॅट्स इट. कळतंय पण मध्ये तुला आन्सर का नाही देत तू आन्सर कुठलेच देत नाहीस. तुला मग समजलं की नाही मला समजणार कसं? ओके धीरज, then who is next on list? Dhiraj, then Aryan. Aryan, you keep coming in and out. Dhiraj, तुझं network slow असेल तरी that's okay. Okay, now next is Aryan. Aryan, what grade you are in? Then Harish. Harish, what grade you are in, Harish? And you also don't talk much. What grade you are in, Aryan? What happened? तेच तर एवढा वेळ, last 15-20 minutes we are just wasting. You guys are not learning anything. Only two people are learning, Anushka and Shlok. Dheeraj is learning, but okay, he is from Marathi medium, so cannot type. So what about you, Aryan? What is your grade? Harish, what is your grade, Harish? You guys are joining, coming out. Maitreya, what is your grade? Because you guys, I really can't understand की तुम्हाला मुलांना समजतंय की नाही. मैत्रेय 10th ग्रेड मधला स्टुडंट आहेस तू आणि तुला समजतंय की नाही तू कधी लिहत नाहीस. 6th and 7th ग्रेड मधली मुलं सांगतायत तर 10th ग्रेड मधलं तुला समजतं की नाही? यू अटेंडेड माय प्रिव्हियस क्लासेस व्हेरी रेग्युलरली, सो व्हॉट इज इट? व्हॉट यू मीन? क्विज साठी नाही आहे श्लोक हे, की तुला शिकवलेलं, तुम्हाला शिकवलेलं कळलं की नाही हे समजलं नाही मला, तर मी पुढचं काय शिकवू ना. नाव इफ आय एम आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन हिअर की व्हॉट इज दिस गोना डू, none of you guys are answering. So how do I will know that you know these things? If you can't tell me you understand, then we cannot go and learn something new. If you don't know number 1 2 3, I cannot teach you how to do the addition and subtraction. की तुम्हाला जर 1 2 3 नंबर माहितीच नसतील तर ऍडिशन आणि बेरीज आणि वजाबाकी शिकवू शकतो का मी? तशातलं आहे की तुम्हाला हेच समजत नसेल तर मी काहीच शिकू शकत नाही. तर ओके, who is Aryan? Even you still did not tell me what grade you are in. Aryan, still asking you what is your grade. Yes, you are 10th grader. So I know, yes, you just started. Yes, you did. Did you attend previous classes? Yes. Question for you. Maitreya has so many excuses. I don't really like to hear the excuse. If you can, do it or don't do it, right? So I see Harish, Parab, then Maitreya, then Prathamesh. Yes, yes, you are very new, so we can and I can understand. Aryan, you are a fifth grader. Marathi ki English? Harish, you never answer too. Maitreya, 10th grader, don't want to answer because he's shifting his home. But Harish, you never answer too. Yes, it's okay. You are very new. Yes. What about Prathamesh and Supriya? Supriya, I know she is new too. Supriya, what grade you are in? And प्रथमेश what grade you are in प्रत्येकाला विचारलं पाहिजे का there are 4 and 4 8 and 9 प्रथमेश you are in 7th grade what is it English मराठी English कळतं की नाही and what about Supriya so I know these kids are new some of the kids are new Dheeraj Supriya can you hear me or no Supriya what is your grade I know you are new you have to type Supriya Supriya, I said you need to type. You cannot speak and I cannot take it. Okay, fifth standard Supriya. Marathi ki English? So Shlok is the only guy, student who answering from the old. Dheeraj is in so young. Aryan is so young. Harish never want to answer. And Maitreya never want to answer. So I see there are 3 kids out of this. Yes, you need to start asking questions, okay? This is the 5th graders are there. 3 are a 5th grader. Okay. Oh. Maitre, how much you know or how much you remember from the HK Python? Because you are the only guy who looks in a 10th grade. Prathamesh even never bothered to answer anything. You guys, 3 of you, actually the only people who attended along with the Shlok. I'm trying to find out should we start all over again. I know Anushka and Yash will be very happy to start from the beginning for the Python, but that is gonna be just waste for you, Shlok. I'm not sure, Shlok, you are interested in that or not. Shlok, supposedly, if I'm not sure, these 3 guys are not answering me, so I'm not much more interested. But Shlok, question for you. If we start again in a Python, you will attend the classes again? Or you already know and it is now getting little... Anyway, so Shlok, you will attend the classes if we start all over again? Because I think for Anushka and Yash, I feel we should start all over again. It makes no sense for them to learn anything. And I think even these three, they should be okay with it. I'm not sure these guys, other guys are able to understand or not. Prathamesh and others, Maitreya, they even don't bother to attend the classes. Okay. Uh, Aryan, you learn again. I think you need to answer. I know okay, to fifth grade मधला आहे, पण that doesn't make much sense. की तू क्वेश्चन विचारत जा किंवा कन्फर्म करत जा की हो मला समजलं की नाही. I guess we are close to our session. I will talk to Santosh sir and maybe we will start all over again for the classes. So Anushka, you might be in a better place if you attend it regularly. Yes, and Anushka, I think uh, it will be repeat for a shlok, but that will be good for you. Getting bit confused, so that's okay. Marathi में type करत जा Aryan, or whoever cannot understand English, मराठीत में type करत जा किंवा बोलत जा. तर ठीक आहे. Let's talk on the next Saturday. You guys can drop off. Yeah, I think Mansi and other girls, they will also have to go through again because Shlok, I don't know why they did not join today, but they are the couple of girls makes me happy. They answer. So okay, good night, guys. It's